Welcome back to Beyond the Lens Productions. I would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year. I hope this video finds all of you well, and I hope that all of your automotive Christmas gifts on your wish list came true. Today we're going to go over what I think are some of the best news stories of 2024. So without much ado, let's get into the video and roll the intro. Welcome back to Beyond the Lens Productions. So, as I just told you guys in the intro, we are going to go over what I think are some of the top news stories in the automotive world from this past year. This certainly isn't a comprehensive list, and I'm sure you guys might have some ideas of some things that I missed or some things that you would have put on the list. If you would like, leave me a comment below, and I will maybe cover this in another video. Never know. Anyhow, let's get right into this. So, I think one of the more exciting stories of this past year was the announcement of the 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, which is going to put out a whopping 1,064 horsepower and is poised to slay some supercars. Don't know if it will. I'm personally a Corvette fan. I know there's a lot of stiff competition out there with Ferraris and Lamborghinis and McLarens and what have you. I think the Corvette is the best value for your dollar. I mean, it might not have the name of some of these high-end supercars, but I still think it is a very formidable competitor to that. Let's look at some of the stats here. This new Corvette is going to have a twin turbo V8 engine, 5.5 liter, putting out, as I said, 1,064 horsepower. They shocked the entire market when this horsepower number went north of 1,000 horsepower. So that's pretty exciting. Top speed, 233 miles per hour. And the GM has claimed that this car is going to do 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. It's almost electric car territory here we're talking. 9.6 seconds at 150 miles per hour in the quarter mile. Sounds pretty exciting. I hope to love to get my hands on one of these when it comes out and give it a whirl and let you guys know what I think firsthand. So we'll see about that. What else do we have here? Well. We have the Jaguar rebrand. Yeah, that's right. This has to be one of the most embarrassing ad campaigns I have ever seen in the automotive world. If you guys have ever seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, search around YouTube. I know there's lots of videos on there about it, and I don't want to get flagged for copyright for playing their video, but clearly Jaguar hasn't learned from some of the other not even just automotive manufacturers, but just manufacturers in general that have made the grave error of go woke, bro, or go broke. We look at Gillette, who put out an advertising campaign bashing men, one of their number one customers, and they bashed them. I never understood that one. And probably one of the most famous ones was the Budweiser campaign. Yeah, I won't say too much about that, but you probably know what I mean. And that company lost billions with a B, not millions, billions of dollars from backlash from customers and lost sales and lost revenue and lost stock value. So, yeah, I don't know what Jaguar wanted to rebrand itself as an electric car company. Fine, but could you have possibly come up with a more awful way of doing this? I don't know. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the Jaguar campaign. I'd like to hear that too. So, anyhow, yeah, let's go on to Nissan. It has been a horrible year for Nissan as well. Nissan sales dropped 94%. Yeah, that was pretty bad. 9,000 job cuts. I believe they were closing three factories in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. They basically had enough revenue to go another year and a half before they would run out of cash, basically. So, not good for them. But an interesting turn of events. An announcement near the end of the year was made that they were in talks with Honda of doing a merger, and even including Mitsubishi in this. Now, I didn't know this beforehand. I was reading up on it a little bit when this happened, but apparently Honda's sales have been dropping a lot in recent years. I may actually I was reading about that when I was researching some of the statistics for this video here. So I might go back and do a little bit of reading here and see exactly what's going on with Honda, because I'm not sure what happened with them, why they're faltering as sales. They're not nearly as bad as Nissan, but bad enough too. So anyhow, that'd be interesting to find out. What makes me really question this whole situation, though, is the fact that Nissan and Honda are not really a merger of equals. Usually, when two companies merge, they're usually, I mean, no company's going to be exactly the same, but they're going to be a lot closer than what these two are. So, not quite sure what's going on there, but I also going to do a little bit of digging for this for you guys and read up on that a little bit too and see what exactly is going on there too. So, I'm kind of curious about this. But if everything goes well and everything goes through, looks like the merger will take place next year, 2026. So we'll see what happens. Now, I think probably um, one of the things I've talked about the most here, one of the more interesting news stories is Stellantis. Now, Stellantis, as you know, Carlos Tavares, well, he was taking the company in a very bad direction. He was going all in on EVs. He was alienating all of his customer base. He was saying, I'm going to stay here till 2026. And yeah, by the end of the year, he was gone. Now, if you are a Mopar fan, your reaction is probably going to be a little bit different. Yeah. So I think this is going to be a very exciting chapter for Stellantis. Now we have Tim Kuniskis in there ahead of Ram. I think that brand, you're going to see a huge turnaround there. And I think this is going to filter all the way through into Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and all their other vehicles. Yeah. So I think this is great news for Mopar, because I really don't know how much longer this company would have held on with that guy at the helm who understood zero about the North American market. So we'll see. Now, I think one of the most interesting news stories in last year, not exactly an automotive story, but I think it's going to have far reaching ramifications to the automotive industry, and that is the change in administration in Washington. I think he's already signaled that he's going to be making things a lot easier for car companies and easier to produce products that people want to drive. Even up here in Canada, the Trudeau government has announced huge tariffs on the Chinese EVs, which was another big news story from the last year. I kind of looped these two together because I think they're both kind of related. United States will be doing the same thing, and a lot of other companies or countries have stepped up and said they were going to be putting huge tariffs on these Chinese vehicles too. I mean, they're making these at rock bottom prices, basically because you've almost got this equivalent of slave labor in China. I mean, none of these people make fair wages and whatnot. Although China, is probably one of the higher paid in the third world, but still not. These people are not making great money. So anyhow, so that's going to be very interesting. And you're already seeing a lot of announcements throughout the automotive world that a lot of companies are going to be making some changes. And the EV dream may not quite be as big as people thought.
How dare you?
That's right, Greta. It's true. How dare we? How dare we build something that people want to buy? How dare we run a company based on consumer demand? Isn't that really the basis of capitalism? Freedom of choice? Because what these governments wanted to do with a lot of these EV mandates, encouraging people to buy electric cars, encouraging them to the point where it would make it ridiculous for them to buy anything else. That to me is not encouraging. That is forcing people to do something. So I digress. We're going to have freedom of choice. And I don't know about you guys, but I am looking forward to this year ahead in the automotive world because I think there's going to be some really great and really exciting things happening. So I hope you guys join me along the way. Join me for the ride here. Leave a comment below. Let me know if there's anything that I missed that you think should have made this list. Let me know what you're excited to see in the next year. And until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.
I'll never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough